MT09, XSR900 guys, thinking about removing your ABS, thinking about upgrading your brakes. Flame suit on. Don't remove the ABS system. You're fucking stupid. Okay, look, I'm not going to get into a debate about whether removing ABS is good or not. For my purposes, since I'm going to be mainly using my XSR900 at the track, I don't want an ABS system. So this video, I'm going to give you a kind of summarized install of the 3T lines up front and a new rear line for the back brakes, along with what we can do with the ABS system. I'm going to put chapters in this video, so feel free to skip ahead to any part that you want. If you're an MT09 or XSR900 owner that likes to do track days with your bike, please like this video and subscribe. I'm going to be pumping out a lot of content, hopefully, for the track, for track stuff with my XSR900. So let's get started. All right, so now the nitty and gritty part. What do we do with the ABS pump? You have a few options. You can plug up the pump, like what I'm showing in this picture. I basically just cut the ends of my stock lines off and took the stock banjo bolts and I filled them with epoxy. It is free and the system won't know any better. It won't throw an ABS light, at least to my knowledge. This is a fast and easy way to just get the bike running, and you don't really care about saving the weight. The second option is you buy the Flash Tune ECU ABS removal module. It is the most expensive, but it will make it to where it's plug and play, and I don't believe you get any ABS lights. I'm not sure on that. It is the fastest and easiest way to get this done. However, I opted for this option instead. So I decided to hack up my ABS pump. I pretty much took a oscillating saw to it, cut open the plastic and removed the board, and in turn remove the aluminum block along with the pump inside of that. Doing that will cut out the most weight from the system while leaving the important stuff like wheel speed, traction control, and quick shifting intact. However, I got an ABS light on my bike. I don't really care, but if that's something you care about, then maybe the Flash Tune module would be best for you. So if you want to cut a couple of pounds off, then you can hack up the module like I did. I took a oscillating saw or a multi-tool. I cut about 3 millimeters into the plastic all around this red line as you see in this picture. Doing that, you'll have access to the module inside. Next thing you need to do is carefully remove this module. It is removable. You don't have to do anything special. You just gotta take something like a screwdriver and just pry it off all along the border of it. The goal is that we separate the ABS pump pins from the board. We have to get the board off to get to the 2 torque screws that are underneath. You'll be able to remove the pump from then on. Now, once you get the 2 torque screws out, it might take a little bit of finagling to get the pump out. I'd leave it to you to figure that out. It wasn't too bad for me. Once that's done, you'll have just a plastic shell with all the pins sticking out of it. You need to put the board back on carefully. Once the board is on, you can put the cover that you cut out back on. I simply just taped mine up with some duct tape, connected it to the bike, and that was it. I just left it in there dangling. Please do not attempt this if you are a beginner mechanic or even on the beginning of an intermediate spectrum. This is not for the faint of heart. However, I can safely say that I have tested traction control and wheel speed works. Now, I'm not going to take full credit for this. A friend of mine told me about this method and he's been doing it on R1s and other Yamaha sport bikes. He hasn't done it on an MT09 or XSR, so this was kind of a first. From what I see, nobody else has done this either. Regardless, it works for me, and that's about it. So why did I decide to do all this crap? Well, considering I track my bike mainly, I don't really ride the XSR on the street. It's just, the street is just too limiting for that bike. I ride on it and I immediately just want to haul ass on it, and I just can't do that on the street safely or legally. So the XSR is going to be my track bike for the foreseeable future. I know it's not the best track bike out there. I probably should have got an R6, but I wasn't planning on buying the XSR for the track. I was going to just use it on the road, but then a friend of mine invited me to the track. I went on the track, I rode, and like the first 10 minutes of getting on the track, I was like, I was hooked. So unfortunately, track riding has ruined street riding for me. I actually enjoy riding my CRF 250 Rally on the street more than I do my XSR. Anyway, I did all this stuff mainly because I just want the best braking performance that I can get out of this bike without going to like R1 or R6 calipers. I might do some racing at some point, and they prohibit increasing the diameter of the rotors. So I have now the Brembo RCS19 master cylinder. I have Core Moto stainless steel lines. I've done the 3T lines up front. I've got a new rear line in the back. I've cut out ABS. So you might wonder, how is it? Is it worth all of the trouble? Yes, it is. We cut out like 5 feet of line. I'll admit some of it was hard line, but we cut out a lot of line. We went to stainless. It's just a more simple system. I like simple systems. The rear line is like 19 inches long. The front lines are as short as I could get them. I did all of this stuff custom, and I'll post in the description below the measurements that you need if you want to do this as well. It's going to make everything easier and feel better. You know, bleeding is going to be super simple. I also cut out like 5 pounds worth of lines and ABS stuff, so it does reduce weight. Also, if you're just thinking about getting stainless steel lines, you won't need to get so much of it. Okay, the 3T lines up front are pretty short, and so is the rear. So it will save you some money. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Again, I'm going to be pumping out more XSR MT09 content. I love my bike. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to track it for the foreseeable future. So again, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.